Mental Fox here with more Dishonored 2. We are back aboard the Dreadful Wale after spending the last couple of episodes in the Addermire Institute. Really, our only objective right now is to meet with Megan Foster. But let's walk around the Dreadful Wale, see if there's anything we're supposed to see or pick up or do while we're here. One thing I can do is use the good old tap, you know. The water here on the Dreadful Wale is just as good as the water on land. It gives us mana, and it gives us health. And we need mana, so we're just gonna stand here at this tap for a few moments and get our mana up to tip-top shape. Why not? It's free. All it takes is a little patience. We've got patience, right? There's probably going to be some more books to read or something, or maybe there's a room that will be unlocked that was locked when we were on the ship before. I don't know what we'll see different this time. Here is a note from Megan Foster. Ooh, good. Dr. Hypatia needed a place to sleep, so I cleared the stuff out of the spare cabin. There you go. There's the room that we couldn't get in last time, no doubt. I was able to sell most of it. Here's what's left of the money. It's not a lot, I know. Why is she giving Emily money? Whale oil is expensive and under Imperial rationing decree. But you know that, Megan Foster. Okay, well, thanks for the money, I guess. Heavy pouch. 100 coins, yowza, thank you. Travel log. Let's write in our travel log. Let's see here. We did... What order are these in? Is this the second one that we did? The Crown Killer is no more. Next, Jindosh. I finally uncovered how my enemies created the Crown Killer. What better way to erode confidence in me before the coup? If I had stopped to think about it for even a few minutes, maybe I could have kept my people's trust. But that would have required patience, and my advisors always remind me that I have none of that particular trait. So I'm playing Emily against type by making her be patient at the water tap. But to use Hypatia's own serum against her, horrible. I'm happy I could find a cure. She's a brilliant alchemist. Now she can continue her research to help the people of Serkonos. I wasn't able to rescue Sokolov. He's been taken elsewhere, to Kirin Jindosh's mansion. He's the inventor of the Clockwork Soldier, and if he's able to use Sokolov's genius for his own plans, it might be very, very bad. I've seen his killing machines in action at Dunwall Tower. I can't allow Delilah to have such an ally. I'm sure Jindosh takes pleasure in keeping his intellectual rival captured. Well, it won't be for long if I have any say in it. The Dreadful Wale. What a weird name. It's hard to sleep on this ship, and when I do, my dreams are troubled. Well, I'm awake now, and thinking about Sokolov. I remember him at the Hound Pits pub so long ago, trapped like a beast in a cage. He smelled of stale piss and rotting meat. But they couldn't break him. He held on to himself and picked up again as my tutor. Something I needed in the aftermath of my mother's death. Beware of dignitaries bearing gifts, he used to tell me. But I was still a child and I liked gifts. I thought nothing sounded more pleasant. Now I know better. I also find myself thinking of Callista, my old governess. She always wanted to travel the world on a big boat. Eventually she left Dunwall and stopped writing a few months later. Okay, I like these little travel logs. Emily's a pretty good writer. I wonder if there are any runes or bone charms. Don't see any.
Push out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies.
Yep. Goodbye Karnaka, a musician's farewell. I'm pretty sure we read that last time. This Serkonan guitar is still here. Now, last time we were here, I don't think we had this ability. So, I wasn't able to, see through walls and such. So, I'm going to use it here in the boat. Doesn't look like there's anything, oh, there is something up there. Doesn't look like there's anything I haven't looked at in here. Let's put our weapon away.
She's a lot tougher than I expected. Very capable. Am I being dishonest? Everybody's got secrets, I guess. Maybe mine are worse than most.
Are you talking to yourself, Megan? So there's Megan right there. Hi, Megan. How you doing? I'm going to ignore you for the time being. Maintenance list. I'm pretty sure we already read this one. I think... I don't know. Drain engine room. Another week, another leak. I wasted hours on it and couldn't get it stopped. I'll shut the water off. Assuming I can find the crank wheel, something to deal with once Sokolov is safe. Check bridge tubing done. Haul down oil done. Buy onions done. I don't remember whether we read that or not.
You might want to talk to Hypatia before we head out. She's taken one of the rooms. Just for a while, I think. Needed to be away from Adamire.
Okay. You may have seen that a new objective came up. So this tells me that that note we just read is a new note. Optional, find the crank wheel. The crank wheel for the flow control valve is missing. There should be another one somewhere on the ship. Stop the leak. A pipe has sprung a leak in the engine room. Replace the crank wheel on the flow control valve to stop the water. Absolutely. And then talk to Alexandra Hypatia, who might know something about Kirin Jindosh. Absolutely. We will do all of these things. But first, we explore the boats. I don't know why that thing came up there just a second ago. I didn't do anything.
Ramsey and the Crown Killer. 2 pieces of the puzzle. More to go.
I think this was the door that was locked before. And it remains locked, so maybe I don't know where this spare room is. Pretty cool painting. Let's see. Reflection on my journey. I think we already read that one. Over here is a coin. I'm just going to steal coins from Megan because I'm a piece of crap. A lecture on blood fly fever. This is probably new, right? Transcript of a lecture given at the Academy of Natural Philosophy by Dr. Alexandra Hypatia. I think we read this one already. I don't know. Yeah, I think we already read this one.
That wasn't here before.
Oh, okay.
Botany and diseases.
That wasn't here before, but I thought we read this. Direct attention to chart 7. Here you have the final stage of the blood fly infection. This patient is 37 years of age and was a school headmistress before her unfortunate encounter with a large nest in her deceased uncle's greenhouse. Yeah, we already read that one. Okay, we already read that. I remember that from before. It's going to be hard to remember what we've already read. There's already enough reading in this game. I don't need to read things twice, right? Got this vise here. Oh, look, here is a spare crank wheel that I can carry around. And I found the crank wheel. Here is somebody's room. I don't know if this is the room that Hypatia is staying in or not. But since I'm carrying this wheel around, I guess I should go ahead and take care of this.
Megan must be up on deck.
Okay. We're going to go down here. And, let's see here. Reattach this. Here we go. I did it. I stopped the leak. Oh, okay. Let's see. Press and hold V to turn a crank wheel. Some crank wheels lock when released or when fully rotated and cannot be turned again. I stopped the leak. Blood of the Abel house. Yeah, okay, game. You can get that message off the screen. I get it. I understand. Thank you. Oh, electric cabinet open. Blood of the Abel House, I'm pretty sure we already read that one. I could go in here to... Is it lore? Would it be in lore? Blood of the Abel House. There it is. We've already read that. Okay. That's cool. That's fine. So we took care of one optional thing, which is kind of fun. Let's get back to exploring. Bathroom here. Doesn't look like Hypatia left anything in here. Okay. Wanted poster. Okay, so...
So the Crown Killer was a tool of the Duke's coup. The murders had a calculated effect.
Indeed.
Hypatia did terrible things under the influence of her formula, but she's free now.
She is free now.
We'll find you, Anton.
Why does Jindosh need Sokolov? So here's Jindosh right here. Check that guy out.
To reach Jindosh, I'll have to take the carriage through Lower, then Upper Aventa.
Take the carriage through Lower, then Upper Aventa. Okay, there's the Aventa quarter right there.
With a couple dozen Clockwork soldiers, Jindosh changed the Empire. What would he do with an army?
Clockwork Soldier Basics. To all personnel, after last week's disaster, the Grand Inventor Kirin Jindosh circulated the following information related to his Clockwork Soldiers. All Grand Guard personnel should read this report. The Clockwork Soldier is protected by armored wooden plates. If some miscreant destroys these, then there's nothing protecting the vulnerable mechanisms underneath. Good to know. If something knocks off the Clockwork's head, the thing will attack anyone it can, ally or not. That means you. Also good information. Given the expensive optics Mr. Jindosh has provided each Clockwork with, they can see in the front and in the back. Remember that if another one of them goes haywire. If some fool is able to get close enough, there's a small panel on each Clockwork that can be rewired, which will invert their perception of friend and foe. Again, that means you get attacked. Keep these things in mind, and the Clockworks will be an asset and not a liability. 3rd Lieutenant Fiora Diaz, Lower City Technical Office Grant, Zirconin Guard. Good to know.
I wonder how recently this silvergraph image of Jindosh was made.
Yes, I wonder how recently. Okay, nothing new there. So here, this was Sokolov's room, right? Yeah, this was Sokolov's room. We already played this audiograph. Sokolov. And there's some blood flies. Really don't need to get in there. Did I read all these Pandician... Actually, I think I remember we read 3 of them, didn't we? And then I didn't find the 4th one. Is that right? I think that's right. So... yeah, here. Oh, here's 3 and 4. 1. So, book 2 is still around here somewhere. Or not, part 2 is still around here somewhere. I haven't found that part yet. Let's see, now what? Now... that's our room.
What did I do?
Oh.
What did I do? All these faces and the Duke's voice lulling me, then feeling her push me down into sleep.
I find it interesting that this is an optional quest. Just optionally talk to her. We don't have to talk to her.
Oh, you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Stay with me a moment.
Okay, I will. I'll stay right here. Is this the room that we dropped into from that? I think it is, isn't it? I'm going to stop that. Thank you very much. Over here, Dr. Hypatia's notes. Let's read her notes right in front of her. On a boat with friends, I believe. I slept. Thankfully, without the usual nightmares. Perhaps the sea air does me good. The captain, Megan Foster, brought some tea earlier. Such an interesting woman. She seemed to understand about my strange disjointed memories and the feelings of dread that accompany them. As soon as I am able, I must return to Addermire. So much of the last few months seems a blur. What was I accomplishing? What of my research into serums for the Black Spittle? My work was so easily derailed. I can only conclude I was suffering from a complete exhaustive breakdown. I will need time to recover. So she doesn't even know what was going on. I wonder if we're going to get the opportunity to clue her in. There's something way down there. I think it's that book in the... Yeah, that was that book in the engine room. Wow, here's a whole bunch of Addermire solution. It's too bad I can't carry any more of those, because there sure are a lot of them laying around. Well, let us optionally talk to Alexandria Hypatia.
Dr. Hypatia, can you remember anything that might help me? I need to find Anton Sokolov. He could be the key to unraveling the Duke's plans.
My memories are disjointed. The Duke is close to his grand inventor, Kirin Jindosh. But that man has the empathy of a mantis. He seems to both admire and despise Sokolov. We visited Aramis Stilton. I liked him. But something bad happened. Just snatches of memory. Sorry.
You should rest easy for a while. Maybe some of that will help.
I hope so. I'm not sure I even fully understand what you did for me, but I owe you for helping me at Addermire. Thank you.
No problem at all. Is she going to turn that damn thing back on? It looked like she was going to. Let's talk to her some more. Whoa, what the? Okay, well apparently my elbow hit something and I broke a beaker or something.
My dreams are still filled with visions.
Yeah.
Some of which I'd sooner forget. When I first got here, I was in a daze. But I'm feeling better.
It's good to hear. Careful, those things break easily.
I'm not sure how long I'll stay here, but I appreciate being away from Addermire. A few days' recovery has helped. It might be the salty air or the rocking of the boat.
So it's already been a few days, huh?
Maybe just being around good people again.
We are good people.
Maybe someday, Karnaca will return to the way it was under the old Duke, Theodanis.
Why don't you sit down, Alexandria? You look really uncomfortable.
You be careful. Unless someone can correct all this, the next decade or more might be gloomy indeed.
Well, I'll see what I can do about it. You get some rest. Alright, well, we optionally spoke with her. Let's just see if there's anything else different on the boat. Looks like maybe we're in the same part of the water we were in before. Not sure. Do a quick look around here, see if there's any goodies for us. There it is. Nope. Huh, that's funny. I thought that was a book there. It's not. And I said there it is because I thought that was part 2 of whatever his name. The what's his name? Sokolov, his book. And I think that I dropped down there once before. I think. Did I? Oh yeah, that's Sokolov's room right there. That's what I'm looking down into. Yeah, there's the audiograph and the blood flies, so we don't need to drop down in there. We probably end up hurting ourselves anyway. Really, really curious as to where this other book, this part of this book is, though. Oh, now Megan's up here. Okay. So, I was using my vision. There's some things down there. An open book. Those are what are in our room. So we know about those. And then there's that room that, this room here. Is there anything in this room? I don't see anything showing up. There's a couple bottles up there. But yeah, I don't see anything through the walls. This thing shows up like it's a painting that we could take, but doesn't appear to be that. This is... I wish there was another level of this ability because it is still really hard to see. Oh, here's book 2 right here. It's right there on the bed. How did I miss this before? So we've read 1, 3, and 4. Here's 2 right here. By Anton Sokolov, Chapter 14. We were only miles from shore, but our approach was marred by numerous hidden reefs and jagged rocks. They lay shallow, and we spied 2 vessels that had succumbed to them some time ago. The remaining crew was uncharacteristically silent as we edged by the weathered wrecks. The first mate declared a particularly narrow channel to be unpassable, but the captain dispatched 10 crewmen onto the submerged coral with sledgehammers. Thereafter, each chest deep in water, they pulled the Antonia Aquilo into the tiny channel with ropes. It proved a marvelous solution. However, just as we were about to lower the rope ladders, tragedy struck, as the men were beset by a school of reef-dwelling eels. Apparently, their toxic bites were quite painful. From the railing, we could see them swarming the men who begged us for aid before succumbing to the paralytic effects of the toxin. Within moments, all were still in the water. We continue on in silence, and by sunset, we had cleared the bars and put anchor in a bay with a red rock beach and emerald overgrowth beyond. I confess I was near giddy to put my feet on land again. The smell of ripening fruits and warm earth was as pleasing to me as a cherished vintage. We gathered wood and made fires and indulged in some tinned meat and lemons from our stores. How good it was to slumber on the beach with the crackle of embers nearby, having finally escaped the cramped and damp quarters of our vessel. We took turns with the watch and passed a quiet night. At last we stood on Pandician soil. Too bad about those guys that died to the eels. Too bad. Alright, well, I just wanted to find that book, and I did. So, I don't think we have any other quests other than talking to Megan. But, now I'm wondering if I missed out on talking to her before. When she was standing in the hallway, should I have spoken to her then? Would she have had something different to say then? Yeah, I'm feeling like I missed something there. But that's okay. We'll be alright. So here she is. Let's go up and talk to her. How's it going, Megan?
Let's hope your friend doesn't sink the boat while we're gone. Ready?
That's it, huh? Okay, well, yeah, it sure does look like I missed out on talking to her. Oh, well. I'm ready.
All right, let's get underway.
I didn't talk to her earlier because, you know, I'm always concerned that if I had done the main thing, that I wouldn't have been able to do the optional things. You know what I'm saying? The Clockwork Mansion. Anton Sokolov is being held at the mansion of Kirin Jindosh, grand inventor of to the Duke. He's not the inventor of the Duke. And creator of the Clockwork Soldier. Get inside, rescue Sokolov, and eliminate Jindosh before he builds an army of Clockwork Soldiers.
Jindosh is important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, and they'll call down the entire city if they find out who you are.
I'll make sure they don't. You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station?
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby.
Cool.
They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Corvo taught me the theory.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll get it done.
Emily, take care of this crazy man and his clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me.
Okay. No problem. Piece of cake. Very simple, very easy. Alright, well, here we are. In what looks like the basement of this Clockwork Mansion. And it's always fun to enter a new location. Is she going to take off?
His home is supposed to be full of marvels.
Yeah.
Locals go in as a test of courage or because they're desperate for a meal. Kids even. People say you can hear them at night, pounding on the windows, calling for help.
What? No time for ghost stories, alright?
The carriage will take you fairly close to the mansion. The Duke looks after people like Jindosh.
Yeah.
When you're done, meet me back here.
Okay.
If you can't find a rewiring tool, and you manage to get to the other side of the wall of light, there should be a power source somewhere. A whale oil tank or windmill. Turning it off works just as good, and nobody gets burned to ashes.
Yeah, I'm not really looking to burn anyone to ashes, especially myself.
Careful with the wall of light. I once saw a kid dare his little brother to touch one of those things. A second later, nothing left but dust.
Oh my.
The Duke's circle is full of clever bastards, all working for a percentage. But no one is like Jindosh. Not since Sokolov. Jindosh entered his clockwork soldiers in the Duke's tournament, the Blade Verbana. No one could beat them. Corvo won that when he was 16, didn't he? But he never faced anything like the Clockworks.
Nope. He would have beat him, though.
Jindosh won't care who you are or what you want. To him, it's all a puzzle to work out. He looks at you like he wants to take you apart.
Okay. Anything cool around here? Well, there's a rune over there, there's a bone charm up there, there's a rune up there, there's a rune over there, there's a bone charm over there. And doesn't look like there's any of them nearby. I thought maybe there would be one over here. But this is just a little place that we can walk to if we wanted to. Rotten food. Oh, raw whalebone, I'll take that, but I don't want the rotten fig. Okay, well we got a raw whalebone, that's pretty cool. And then here's some water we could swim around in. It's pretty down here. Need to keep an eye on my breath. She is way too dramatic. Let's switch to the eyeball. I want to swim around here and just see if there's anything cool for us to snag. You'll be okay, Emily. It's alright. You'll be fine. Alright. Don't think there's anything in here for us. So, let's get out. Nothing in that dumpster. Don't like that light shining in my face. I don't like it at all. Let's see what's up here. Bunch of parts. Grindstone. Alright. Thought maybe I could sharpen my dagger. Or tap there. That's not going to take us anywhere. Interesting. No trespassing. Here is another health elixir, but I can't pick it up because I'm maxed out on stuff, which cracks me up. I mean, I guess I'm doing something right if I'm walking around with full health and full satchel of health items. Now see, when it's nice and dark like this, this ability is very useful. Well, see this clock here, you know, you use that to distract guards and such. Makes me wonder if there are going to be any guards here. I'm not seeing any right off. What's that up there? Not sure. Let's grab some of this. Processed whale oil, that's worth some coin. Nothing for us here. Bunch of nothing. Black market shop is in that direction.
This is the Duke. Just a local dream. Terrible red waves rising up from the ocean, coming to smash Karnak. I screamed and fell out of bed.
I don't feel safe. What is wrong with this city?
Unnatural. The ocean is a malignant force. It exists to drive us mad or drag us down deep, where our skin and organs turn to jelly and our bones settle in the muck. For those poor who make their trade on the waters, I wish them luck. Draconis is a land of tall timber, fierce winds, deep silver
So does this, does the Duke just like, you know, like to get on the speaker and talk about his dreams?
Malcontents are saying that our bridges are crumbling, that people are leaving our cities. But as I look out from the windows of the Grand Palace, I know these are lies. Draconis is a land of riches. Yes, some people are poor because they're lazy. It's true that across our capital city, there are abandoned buildings full of blood flies. There have always been blood flies. There always will be. It's the way of the world. Things rot. They fall apart. You squeeze out every drop of wine you can, and then you pass into nothing. Put that on my tombstone.
So we found a bone charm. Don't know if any of these people walking around here are guards. That's one right there. There's a guard right there. Okay, so we need to be careful. We don't want to go climbing up there with that guard over there.
So hungry. Might be time to spring for fish cake.
Fish cake?
Just one time. Just one time.
Oh.
Is that too much to ask?
It's looking like it's in this, this building, maybe.
Need new boots. Just don't fit right.
Aha, a door. Nice. Let me peek through the door. Oh, there's a body in there. What's up with that? Whoa, what happened in here?
Isn't it dinner time yet?
Who's talking?
Man gets starved on this shift.
Maybe somebody walking around outside. We already know that the audio's kind of weird in this game. This is one of the elite guards, isn't it? Who killed him? Bone charm in here. I'm gonna have to break this glass to get to it. So whose office was this? Letter to Bonneville. Major Bonneville, thank you again for your help. Without you, it would have been impossible to trace the final members of the Grand Guard who were with Stilton that night 3 years ago. The last man had made it all the way north to Maya, if you can believe it, and was recovering at a Tivian asylum for the poor, claiming to have seen all manner of strange things on the night of Stilton's last social gathering. He even described an exotic, hooded figure visiting the manor. Perhaps someone connected to Stilton's disappearance. Such matters are best left to military men such as yourself, I suppose. If you have your bank agent's name and address... Oh, I'm sorry. I still have your bank agent's name and address. Rest assured, your final payment will be delivered soon. I'm also sending a small flask of a liquor that is close to my heart, made from the pomace left over after wine grapes have been pressed. Please think of me as you enjoy yours truly, Brianna Ashworth. I'm going to guess that she killed this guy, this Major of Bonneville. We see him laying dead over there on the floor. And, I thought that was blood on the floor, but I'm thinking that's wine stains. That's what I'm thinking. I was kind of hoping there would be like broken glass, you know, to confirm my theory. I think I'm right, though. I think that's what happened. This Ainsworth wanted this guy dead. Okay. I'll take that. This one's called Acrobat. Acrobat. Climbing speed is slightly faster. Alright. That's great. I'm happy with the bone charms I've got. Thank you very much. This is a painting? It is. Ramsey's Stochastic Eyes. Check it out. Yoink. It's mine now. It's 200 coins, man. That is not something to scoff at. That's a lot of coinage. And there's 150 coins that I damn near walked out of here without. This ability pays for itself. And it's paying more because there's still more stuff here to pick up that I would have flat out missed. Still kissing talk. There's a guard there. There's a guard there. There's a guard there. There's the wall of light over there. Those are just people down there. Keep out. Well, I don't plan on keeping out. I wonder if I could get up there. That window looks open. How would I get up there? Not sure. I mean, I might be able to go to there and there and to there. Well, it does look like I can get there. Aw, man, I used my, my far reach in succession too quickly, and I lost some mana, doggone it. Patience, man. Patience. Well, here I am. Not a problem. Let's do a quick look around here. Another body down there. Some blood flies. Another body in there. Somebody's been busy. This is a pretty big place. Apparently there's another rune or bone charm nearby. Runes.
You are nearly friendless and hunted like a beast.
Yeah.
Yet still you act with honor.
That's me. Acting with honor. Whispers from the Void by Barnuli Mulani 1. Treatise on the physical existence of that foreign realm. Excerpt. It's a common story. A person is stopped breathing, pinned under carriage wheels or some other tragic happenstance, and is thought to be dead. But when the weight is removed, they make a quick recovery. But nonetheless, for a moment or two, this person was lost to us, lost to the world itself. And what did they experience while in this temporary death? Darkness? Nothingness? No, indeed not. They tell us, as so many before have, that they were in a particular place and can describe it vividly. And who among us does not know the place? Have we not all seen it in our dreams? This place we share in the farthest reaches of our minds, the realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and at home, the void. We already read that one. Here's another book, Whispers from the Void 2. Did we already read Whispers from the Void 2? I wish these were in alphabetical order. Whispers, yeah, we already read both of these, so we don't need to read that again. Here is Lucky Sphalerite or something like that. Lots of blood flies downstairs here. So here's another rune. Oh, this is an outsider shrine. Let's pay a visit to the outsider, shall we?
I'll tell you a story about Kirin Jindosh, a prodigy from Karnaca. Self-taught, he was hailed by the Academy of Natural Philosophy as a genius who would surpass Sokolov and bring about an age of enlightenment. But just 2 years after his arrival, he was banned from the Academy for life, for reasons that are still not public. When they deported him, he left behind a machine that drank seawater, playing music that brought listeners to tears. They probably took it apart, and it has never worked since.
Alright, well thanks for the trivia, dude. We now have 7 runes. I have 7 runes. What am I going to do with these runes, man? Shadow Walk has been suggested, and Mesmerize has been suggested. I want to hang on to these for now and see what kind of situations I get myself into here. Shadow Walk, I believe, is the one that allows me to... let's see, my visibility is reduced. It makes it harder for enemies to see me. Yeah. So that one's interesting. This one here is kind of cool. Creates an entity that captivates 2 humans or hounds. Then removes their short-term memory. Interesting. Yeah. Allies of those enthralled will notice their strange behavior and suspect a hostile presence in the area. Mesmerize will always enthrall the closest living target. Use it to avoid a group of enemies who will be unaware of what's happening around them, or use it in combat, enthralling enemies and making them vulnerable to your attacks. That one sounds pretty good. Oh, son of a... Golly, that was loud. Dead body here. Don't know who this guy was. Unfortunately, not everybody is killed with a note attached to them. So I don't get to know who they were. Some bathing salts, there's some rats in there. Oh, this was the toilet. Interesting. So yeah, who was this guy? What was this place? Why is there an outsider shrine here? Get my mana back. Strange sound effects. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's keep moving. Something down there. Looks like one of those whale thingies. So I could drop down in there, but then I'd be trapped in there. I don't want to be trapped on this. Well, I guess I wouldn't. I could just jump right back up, couldn't I? I guess that sound I'm hearing is the blood flies. Rune over there, bone charm, rune, bone charm. So everything is in that direction. We got a door here that we can't get through. And then you can hear we've got blood flies down here. Let's see if there's anything flammable here that we could throw. Fig wine. I guess wine isn't flammable. Wish I could throw a candle. Chloroform. So nothing flammable for us to throw, it would seem. I'm gonna have to use one of my darts then. It's too bad. I like to save those, but I guess this is exactly the opportunity that I saved them for. Situation I saved them for, I should say. So, flamey. Gosh, I only have one of these. Jeez. Hey, you guys are supposed to die. Alright? Oh, seriously? Gosh, these things are coming out of the freaking woodwork. Okay, hey, I killed your home. What the hell? This is bullcrap. Is it because there's another nest here? Let's walk in here. Boy, I was really hoping there would be something flammable in here I could turn around and throw. Got a body here. You guys are getting a little too close. Beat it. Not gonna tell you again. Sleep darts. Maxed out on those. We got a dead body here. He's not looking too good. Reagent bottles. Nothing flammable though, man. So again, there's a tap right here. All I have to do is drink from the tap, and I get health, man. And with all these blood flies flying around, it's probably smart to do this. Yes, I could take a potion, but why? There's tap right here. It's free health. Black market shop in that direction. Pretty good reach with this thing. Look how many have I killed here. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Get away from him. Gross. I just hacked up that body. Yeah, that's what I think of your stupid nest. Screw your nest. Look at him. That's really interesting. I mean, could they reanimate him? I don't think they can they? I don't think that's an option. And I just come in swinging and I'm okay. Pretty awesome, really. Oh gosh, peace and quiet. Seance notes. Month of songs. Lady Cottington brought silk scarves from her boutique, one of which Mr. Prospero used to gently strangle her. How kind that he gently strangled her. I maintained account of her pulse and observed her breathing. When the life signs faded, we left her still for 2 full minutes before reviving her. Was it really the void she described? Have we succeeded in seeing the unseeable? My hand trembles as I recall the intensity in her eyes as she struggled to recount with broken voice what she felt during those 2 minutes. Month of Earth. I convinced our little group that less gentle methods were needed if our desire to meet the outsider was sincere. Bloodfly fever voluntarily induced. That will be our way to the void. Oh my. After procuring a few blood flies and some Addermeyer solution, We coated our hands with the elixir before exposing them to the vivarium. The sting was unbearable. Lady Coddington fainted immediately. I was the last one to remove my hands. The fever was quick to set in. As I faded in and out of consciousness, ocean waves pounded above me. There were silhouettes in the distance and shimmering black rocks. A timeless passing in an unthinkable place, while delirium held us for a few hours. I must get back there as soon as possible, when my wounds have healed. Well, she survived it. I'm surprised. Very surprised. Didn't think they would survive that one, but she was writing about it. So I guess that means she survived. There's people walking around down there. There is a pouch, coins. Person down there. Here is a raw whalebone. Look at them all laying out here, man. Look at that. I'm not afraid of those things. That's awesome. It's a blood amber. Look at this. Just chop them up, man. I ain't afraid of you damn things. I ain't afraid of you. I ain't afraid of nothing. Yeah. I just walk around and look at stuff now, man. Kill these blood flies. Oh my god, look how many of them. Here is a lucky sphalerite or something or other. Nothing in the sink. Nothing up there. Yeah, these things I don't know for sure whether I have to chop them up or not. You know, I don't know if they come back to life if I... Like, are they just sleeping right now, you know? Because I thought at some point I'd seen him reanimate. But I'm not an exterminator, so I really don't need to get them all. So here's what I imagine street level, and there's one little dude flying around down here. Kind of got separated from his buddies. The Crown Killer is watching. Oh, no, the Crown Killer is not. The Crown Killer is no more. No goodies for me over here? That's supposed to be a great place for goodies. So the black market shop is way over there. Carriage station is way over there. And there's a door here, but we're not going to go out that door right now. We're going to wait till the next episode. I'm going to hang out here on the first floor of this place because, gosh, this looks like a great place to hang out. I'm going to sit in this oh-so-comfortable-looking chair, get some sleep, and when we come back next time, we'll go out this door here. We'll keep exploring this place before we visit the black market shop, visit the carriage station, and pick up more runes and bone charms. Hope you will join me in a future episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, why don't you let me know? Maybe leave me a like or a comment. Thanks for watching, everybody. I sure hope to see you again in the next episode.